Okay guys, what a beautiful day to become a super hot developer. So today we too want to do now something super exciting, right? How to work with state management. And we're going to use the tool called Redux, right? So within I want us to achieve today now, more or less like mode, right? Dark mode and light mode. Then we can see how we can persist the data, right? So to get started, of course, I need to remove everything here, and then make I use the default, use the default boilerplate, right, to get this page up. So if you just remove this one now and just do something like this, and make I just say, yeah, we start. Okay, so save this. Now our main page with this. So basically we're going to use these React icons as well, right? So to get started with that, right, make I just make sure say I install React icons. So if you come here, do npm I React icons. Make sure say dash dd. Okay, so make I get that icon the install. Right. Okay. Okay, so my icon now done install. So I told this with this. Okay. Okay. So make I come to my CSS and just remove everything we'll get here, so that we'll get something clean here. Okay. So why this thing is the auto restart? Okay, good. So maybe let's see again. Okay, good. So now the next thing we'll do now, so we don't get this stuff right, and just to make it make sense a little, so I'll come into this my layout here and just change some certain things, right, so that it will be good. So if I put, or make I do main here, come down here, put this guy here. So inside of here I just want to call class name, so that I will say m2p-2, then border, and make I do rounded empty. So save that, so we get something like this. And I feel I go want that guy to stretch down, so I go say maybe the mean h to be like make we calculate 100 vh minus maybe 30 px, right? So if we do that, so we get something like this. Not bad. We can try 20 px. Okay, so it is better like this, right? So if I stretch them out, we still get this, right? So okay, so like this, no bad at all. Now the next thing I would like to now say, make I prepare something like header. We go there here, then we will put like a logo somewhere here, or we'll do one like that first. Okay, so that icon don't install, so we're going to use this React icon. So for moon, make I use maybe this one, right? I can use any of them, sure, but okay, make I use no. Okay, so make I just pick this one or this one. So to pick can be like problem. So I just pick this one, right? Then more come inside this app page. So more do everything, yeah. So I will pick this and make I say sun, right? So why for sun, make I use maybe I use this one. This one look finer. So just copy this and use this. So this is good, right? So we get these two to use, right? Okay, so for inside here, make I just call a div, and I won't render either of those things, right? So make I make this guy like a client component. So if I make him a client component, it then means inside here I will call use state. So if I call that use state, make I come here say toggle and set toggle. That one go there equals to this, and this one will get a type of boolean. Then by default make it be false. Okay, good. So the reason why they do this is that because I want to make either of these two render. So make I see. No. So I will call before I do this, right? Make I just remove this, right? So make I put make I put a div here. So now inside this div, we'll take a class name and we'll give them a width of maybe 5. Mass will be first, a height of 5, and like I'll do border and rounded full, make it be flex, ITC center, ITC, make it be center, then JUC, make it be center. So inside of the masses it will look like, right? Okay. Oh, look too small. So make I just do maybe 8. Maybe that okay, that one be okay. Okay, so the next thing I go do now, say on over, make the background color change to like more use this slate, and so more call transition to be like 300 and no, sorry, transition all, and duration make it be 300. So if we save that one now, it'll be okay. So for here, I want to make either render this or render this. So we go say if toggle dey true, make it switch to the FA moon. Yes, right. Make it switch to the IOMD sunny. Okay, so make I save this. So why it will take time to compile and display. So what I go do now to call maybe size, because that guy fit dey too small. right? So make I do something around maybe be 20. Make I put 20 here as well. Okay, so why they struggle to compile before it shows within the results? Make we look at other things now. So it's I want to now to come here call the toggle we go they respond to undo this toggle. So this function they okay. So if we copy this, then why inside here we they change the stuff. If we come inside, come do something like on click, right? Make it d equals to this, right? So we'll call this. Okay. Why this guy never compile finish? The first refresh, blah 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 blah. So now it compile. Okay. Okay, so we get something like this. Not bad, Abby. So I feel do cursor to be pointer. Okay, so cursor to be pointer, so that when we over here we see something like this, right? So the and change. So if I hit this, we get this. If I hit this, we get this. Brilliant, right? Okay, so good. Now I go remove all this so that I go use maybe backtick, right? So that I put function inside. Okay, good. So that I put function inside. Now the quick thing we'll go do now, say by default we see white. Another thing I don't like as this one here, right? I go prefer make it this side. So waiting I go do for that now, saying this toggle make I cut them off. Okay, I'll call them back. So yeah, I go say class name width to be full, then make it be flex, then JUE to justify end. So upon doing that, this guy will come here when he compile finish. Okay, good. So we get them here now. Makes sense. So now we want, when we click here, make it affect the color. So if I come here, I go say class name, we'll call this, right? So I feel now I can't do something like this, right? Because first off, make I just put anything there. But now if I do BG, I'll use neutral to be like 800, right? If I save this, it will change the background color, right? So we will see this, right? The background color will change. So make I do H to be full, right? So if we do H full, okay, so it just cover up to our text level, right? Which is not bad. At least it's something we can experiment with, but I don't like her, right? So the next thing we go do now say, okay, first off, right, I really want this thing to be filled up. So I go say calc 100 ph, make I save, and if I do that, we see all of this, right? Not bad. So make I just do maybe minus maybe 30px, right? So that this will know the get them here. Okay, so like this, not too bad. Okay, so now we don't do this. So straight to this C, but the reason we make me want change this now say now only when we over here now they see the color, which to me not to make sense. Which to me not to make sense, right? So that one again we go fix. So make I come inside here, right? So I go say $sign this. So we'll say when toggle make text, so make the text color be white, right? Else make the text color still there for black. So we save that, right? We save that. So for here, make I just cut here off. So here again we go say if toggle did true, make this be like this, else make bg be for white so it did before. Okay, so we save this. So once it compile finish, yeah, so we see this. So now if I hit here, we see this. If I hit here, now if you observe something, right, when it did this mode, if I over, we need to see this guy. So what we go do for that again, I say inside this our over, so that get where we, yeah, so now here we call over. So I feel just cut this guy off, and for here it kind of makes sense. Okay, so it kind of makes sense here. Like I see. So for here, if we over when so let's see, we change the color. So for this side now, we don't want to make the colors be white, we want to make it be black still. So so we need to find that spot, right? So make I just remove this, right? So so now here, right, and the color the change. So waiting I go do now say on over, make the text color be black, so something like that. Then why this over still, I feel just still bring out. Okay, so just save that. Okay, okay, so we hit here, be okay, we hit here, so brilliant, right? Now that border radius will not need them, so make I just remove that, right? So now we don't do this thing look fairly okay, but two things we are not like, which is if we change we dey see this, like, you know, make sense, abi? That's number one. Then number two, this thing dey inside this file, so it will make sense make this thing dey its own page, like we'll call am header or something, right? So make we call this guy back, and make I just create a file where I go call component, right? So inside this component, we'll call here header.txx, right? Now we call this our boilerplate or our boiler script, right, to create the header for us, or to create the default component for us. So this guy, they take more than the usual time. Okay, so now make I come here. So everything we'll get here, right, I could just cut them off from this place, come here, then inside here I go paste them. But if I paste them, this toggle and the rest them no dey, right? So now here problem go dey small. So I fit come copy here, come here, paste this. Of course, I need to import this, then come here. The next thing I go do now to call use client. So I save, oops, I need those two guys, these two guys. So come up here, import the two of them. Now I don't save, right? And I feel save here. So if I save here, this guy will go away. So to bring that guy in, we will go do now to come this our layout. So inside this layout, I feel come here, call the header. So make sure say I import the header. Oh yeah. Okay, so I make sure say the header they imported. So now I don't import the header. By the time it's done compiling, we go see them here, right? And now waiting we want be that. Okay, good. So they see them here. But if I hit here, I need to see the effect of waiting we want, and that's because this toggle here and this toggle here, they different components, and it no make sense at all. Not be say it no make sense. Typically, na so it go be, right? Now another thing what I go like want do, in fact, okay, make I leave it like that first, right? So typically na so it go be, right? So how we fit share state so that we hit on this toggle here, it go as well affect this toggle here, right? So that we will see this effect we will create here, right? So that's a key thing. So how we go use one? The best way we will use one, I say okay, we need to create a global state where we use pass down this component across, or pass down this state across. So now there Redux come in. So make I bring back my distance. So make we install Redux. So we go to use Redux toolkit. So I go say npm I react Redux, that's one. Then at redux.js/react, that's two. Then redux persist, redux-persist. So now the three dependencies where we need to work with Redux with this, right? So while they wait for them to install, make we start the setup the tools then we go need, or rather the pages and the files then we need. So make I come here, create global. So inside this my global, what happened? So let me see. Redux.js/ oh sorry, this should be Redux.js/toolkits, not React. So toolkit, right? Redux.js/toolkit. So now it's all one with that. So inside here, I will call this one slide.txx, right? Then I go use my IntelliSense, right? So just like with the type ROAFCE, now so we'll go type ROX slice. So once we do that, it will create a boilerplate for us to get slice. Now this guy is still in store, so they wait for him. So first of all, I need to give this slice a name, and the name what they call this slice go be maybe, so make I say mode, right? And the name what they give this. Then secondly, I need to create a state for this Redux, for this state management, right? So wetin be the states what I want to change. So make I call that state toggle, right? And part of the essence why they call it toggle now, so that it go match with wetin we don dey use before, although it no really matter. So I fit change column mode, make I call am mode so that it no confuse anybody. So this mode go be false by default, right? That be the state of this. Okay, so that's good. The next thing what I need to do now na to create more like what's it called now, more like an action or a reducer, right? Basically an action where go trigger if changes happen. So make I use this stuff. So wetin just been I say this state, then I dey say state.mode. So the state.mode is false, then I dey reverse am, right? If I click on this, if na false, make it change to true. If not true, make it change to false, and so on and so forth. So the next thing what I need to do na to make sure say I import this reducer what I create and save this file we are done. We'll play with this guy some more, right? Maybe in subsequent video. What we'll do, we'll play with this guy some more so that you can understand them better. But for now, we don't do this. Now, when we dey teach new stack, I dey like make we dey use their documentation. So make I do Redux, right? So make I hit here first. Okay, so typically when you hit on and I get started and I go see, or if I come here you see something like this, right? You hit on get started, it take you to this place, right? Remember, so they use NextJS, right? So the place where you need to come, say using Redux toolkit, right? So once you hit them, you see something's open. So come hit this side here, will be set up with NextJS, right? So now everything we want be this. So this is the part where we need. Okay. So once you get this, it is super simple because their documentation is straightforward. So now the file architecture be this, right? So you need to create lib and the rest, but it no really matter. So where I want focus on, I say we need to create store. Not be this be the important thing, and this be the important thing. So we need to create store. So make I just copy here. Then inside is my slides. I go say store.txt, right? Hit enter, paste that thing where I copy. Now I need to connect this my store with this my slides. So I fit say import, maybe for now I remove here. So I fit say import, make I column reducer from /slides, right? Okay, good. Then why here now inside there, I fit just remove, or yeah, I fit just remove this, right? So that it match, right? So reducer makes sense like that, right? Okay, good. So what we don't do now to create our reducer, our store. So more come back here, more still they look this side. So if I scroll down, store now don't create. So these guys then require us to create a hook. So make I just copy this hook, come here. So make we say hooks.ts, hit enter, paste them. We don't do that one. Now this is the important thing, right? We need a store provider. So make we copy them. So what will they do here now to create a higher order component so that we will just pass our Redux store straight up here. It don't make sense say we'll go do this inside our layout, right? And that's why their library provide this stuff. So make I just remove this, do /x, right? So we get all this from our store. Save this. Now we don't save this our store. Now we can wrap around this our layout. So if you just come up here, just paste this guy, cut this guy, come here, right? So the next thing I make, I import this store, hit that and save. Now once we save, now for us to come look our stuff, right? If it no crash, in fact make I even refresh am. If it no crash, everything dey good, but if it crash, something dey wrong. So just read the instruction, then go over the way I do am. You no fit miss am because you get this documentation to help you out. So now we don do this, brilliant, right? So the next thing to fit monitor wetin you dey do na say make I enter my developer mode, right? Now I don install so make you refresh. So I don install Redux dev kit, right? So make sure say you enter inside. So this thing will help you monitor or investigate how everything dey go. So make I just refresh here, right? And once everything dey well, you suppose see your state. So my state at the moment now false, which is mode, right? Brilliant. Now we don do this, make we see wetin we fit achieve with this. So two things wey I go quickly wan do. In fact, make I just move on so that you go see and understand wetin I dey talk about. So make I come here. This toggle now, we no go dey read am from this state anymore, right? We go dey read am from our Redux state. Now make I say const toggle, ma leave am like that, or make I just remove this. So make here toggle. So I go say use selector to read from our store. Now the use selector we need to use. Make I make sure say I import am. Then I go say state dot mode. Right now this guy dey show us this because the state is this, right? So if I save, we no see any major difference, right? Now the same thing wey I do here, I need to do am for the header, right? So we no go dey read from here, we go dey read from the state. So make I just off here, then call this. Good. So this, right, this toggle will dey read from this store. But now wetin we need to change, wetin we need to do to change the state of the store, right? If we want to do that one, we will say const dispatch. We will use dispatch. So use dispatch. Now we fit use change state for the store, right? Note that. So I'll copy this, come here, change am to this. Then inside here, remember say we say toggle mode now be the action, right? So once we do this, make I import this. Brilliant, right? So we save this. Now if I come here, click here, you see say it don't change to true and it affect everything, right? So if I come here, click here, but this challenge where we get more fix am, right? So we need to see here need to change, here need to change. Okay, so wetin we go do for that now, say make I go back to okay, make I come here. So inside there I go create like a model file. So make I say main layout, something like that. So main layout.txx, right? Now RAFCE. Okay, wait for it. Boom. Okay, so now we don't do this. I need to do some stuff here. So I go say interface, right? So I'm gonna say I main. So the main thing what I need from here are just children, right? So for here I go say this thing are React functional components, right? I main. Then inside there I go pass children, so that for here we'll carry some stuff put here. So this guy first, make I come inside my layout. Now all wetin I get inside here, I won't cut and comot, so that I go give here main layout, right? So my bad, right? Because I no save here. So make we come back here and call this guy. So we'll pass props here. So children will be equals to children. So I fit save here, then come here, this side here, make I paste this, save here. So this header, we need to import this header. Good, we don't get this header now. So this, so make I save here. So this we are down. So this stuff here now, this background color thing we'll put here no go be the best place to put them anymore. So I go just cut here off, save here, then make I come to this my main layout. First off, I need to make this guy a use client component. Then inside here, make we call class name. Then so I will just call this and paste this there, which is basically just to change the color. Of course, you don't understand wetin be toggle, so make I come to this my header, just copy this, come here and call this. I need to import this guy. I hope wetin I dey do now no dey confusing. So now if I save, make we see how it go look. So I'll close here small. So if we hit this, now we dey see everything, but I dey see this small gap wey dey here. I no too like am, say that gap dey there. So wetin I go do, rather than this MB they put here, make I remove am. Right, if I save, we go see it don't cover everywhere, but we dey lose our line, right? So if you come here, put this here. Awesome. So this is good, right? So if I come here, we see this. If I come here, we do this. Not bad. Now another thing what I go quickly do here, now the text, right? Okay, yeah. So make I just duplicate here. So I go change so make I say text. So text, then maybe just revert this and save. Okay, good, right? So if we hit this, we get this. If we hit this, we get this. Brilliant, makes sense. Okay, good, awesome. So for here, make I just remove this and let's see. Okay, good. Yes, so the next thing I go quickly want to do I think now for this page here, so we can make this 10. We'll see how it will look like. Yeah, so this will still be. So this will still be. So make I just remove it in the, just save that. Then so the next thing where we're going to work from now, just I might remove this guy. So now just from, yeah. Okay, so oops, this thing don't to go down. Yeah. So make I just say min h to be 100 vh minus 10 px. Okay, so now we don't do this thing. I feel say okay, it is good, but small slight problem dey, very slight problem dey, and wetin we go do to fix that problem dey super simple, right? And we need to understand the problem first, right, before we start. So if I do this, which is good, but if I refresh, we lose that detail, right? And that, you know, really makes sense at all, you know, makes sense. So make I just remove this because we don't need this here anymore. Make I save this and make I come back here. And I don't like the fact say I don't lose so I don't lose my height detail. So make I say class name, then I fit say height to be like of course I go want to zoom in height so that as it grow, then I go say calc 100 vh, which is the view height minus maybe 30 px. Just save that. Okay, look like 30 px too much, so make I do 10. Okay, so now 10 no good, 20. So now the next thing we'll need to do now, say okay, I just leave, this is why it's in the shake up and down. I mean, really shake up and down like this. So make us see, make I do like 90 here. So the next thing we'll need to do now, say how we feel use fix this, and now there persistent come in, right? Make it load. So now there persistent comes in, right? If we get something like this, we refresh here, we don't lose the data, right? And to fix this persistent, if we come back to our Redux here, we come to user guide, right, or usage guide. So once you hit that, you load that page. So just go down to like somewhere here. Brilliant, right? Just go down well. This is how to use the persistent, or how to use it with persistent. So just see what I go do now. I go copy this, we'll get here. Now everything they do go there inside our store. So come to your global inside the store. So here I go paste all those things where I copy, because we don't download, we don't install this Redux persist, our stuff no go crash, right? Now the next thing we'll need to do now, say okay, make I copy this side here. In fact, make I just copy this side here. So if I copy that, I go come down here, paste them. Now this root reducer then put here will be this our reducer here. So I go just comot this and just do this reducer. So we don't import them here. Now the next thing we'll go do now, say this persist reducer. Now we will come pass here, right? Good. Now see this guy with the inputs here. So you go copy from here to here. Once you do that, come down, paste, and save. Right? Once you do that, my guy, your stuff don't make sense. So something will no need here now this. So make I remove and save here. Then the next thing we will come do now to come inside is our store provider. Once we did here, see this stuff here, I could just copy them. Are they inside is my store provider? Yes. Then out here, I will just paste this. Of course, you don't understand what's in this store. So copy this here, paste them here. Then of course we need to import this guy. So import them from Redux persist and save. Once you save, my guy, you don't set them. Everything don't finish. Everything don't set, right? So make I just refresh this guy. At least to this show say everything they work well. So refresh our app no go crash. You see this our mode here, false. Make I change am to true. So now we dey for true. Make I refresh here and amazing. Okay, so if they see say this thing dey true, right? You see say this guy need to change, our mode no change, right? So if I off, I do. Now make we track why if we refresh here, this guy they change to white, but our mode still there. So it then means we need to read our mode correctly. So make I go to main layout here. Okay, so this is our toggle, which is good or seems good. So make I just do this dot mode save here, and in most cases it will require us to even restart our server. So make I just do that because everything's supposed to be well. Control C. Okay, and this is it, right? So this is it. So in less than 15 minutes we are done creating our Redux, and at the same time making it persistent, which is the key, right? So making this our Redux state persist, right? And I believe say this thing is super simple, right? How we feel use keep our data to make sure say our data no loss when we refresh. And funnily, even if I shut down my browser, I come back, I will still get this detail. Why? Because we don't persist the data, right? So more chill, let our server spin up, compile, finish, and you see say this mode still there for true, right? So anytime we come back to our stuff, right, our mode will be true. Why? Because we don't persist the data. Yes. So I wait for them to compile, finish, and once we do that, everything is fine. Very simple. Very simple, right? And I hope you guys gain value from this learning, right? And don't forget to subscribe to this. Yeah. Okay, so finally this guy don't compile, finish, right? Okay, so now to test them now, right? So if we come here, not bad, right? And if I refresh here, so remember I said this guy did true. So we see this, and once he prepared the state finish, wow, why it still showed that? Okay, so make I try out something. So like no, okay, so make I say toggle. I'll just pick this to make I change this to dark, right? So yeah, so let's see. So which I just do now so that I feel see this on my screen. So at the moment we get this, so we switch, right? Not bad, right? Okay, so make I refresh here and make we see. Better. Right, so we switch. Now we did here, make I refresh to see whether it is persistent, right? Good. So you can see that, or if you say it is persistent, right? So that is it, right? Okay, so the idea for this is for us to see how we can use how we can persist our data with Redux. On a norm, you wouldn't want to use this coding method, right, to do dark mode or light mode. So my advice, you can use ChatCN, right? It's super simple, quicker. Maybe I'll make a video on how to do this. So if you just come here, you see dark mode here, right? It is super easy with this, so you just change. Everything is cool, right? Makes sense, right? So very simple. You can use this one, right? But maybe I feel so I will make a 10 minutes video on how to do this, or even 5 minutes video set on how to do this, right? Okay guys, so this is where we're going to